Hello and welcome back to the level 3 UIM. We are hitting off episode 22 straight after finishing episode 21. So the first thing I wanted to do on this episode is actually check that this does work and see if I can put this on a table. And lo and behold, it does work. Okay, so now that that is done, we are actually going to teleport over to Overzeahlous, and the reason for this is because the clue scroll that we got from aerial fishing is actually in the Overzeahlous kitchens, so we're going to be going ahead and getting started on the 50 clues for this episode. And there we have another 50 clues completed. So, now that we have completed the 50 clues for the episode, we can get started on what really matters. Now, if you watched the last episode, you'd notice that we finally knocked off 80 Hunter, and that unlocks Herbivore, and this is something that is really important for this account, and I've been looking forward to doing for a very long time. So, we are going to be heading over to Fossil Island, where we can get started on some Herbivore. But as we head over to Fossil Island, I wanted to throw out a quick reminder for the Discord. The link will be in the description and I'd love to see you all there. So now that we're at Fossil Island, the first thing I need to do is grab the secateurs from the leprechaun, because I believe you need this to actually harvest the herbivore, and I think there's a start point up here. So we can just get started on some herbivore, and this is going to finish up our first herbivore run. Let's pluck the herbivore, a lovely juicy amount of hunter XP from that. We get some guams and an irrit, and to be honest, I need the guams and irrits anyway because they are ones that I can actually use. I'd rather get them than the higher level herbs right now. I think the most preferred herb for me to get is actually Harrowlanders, and the reason for that is because then I can make energy potions, which I plan to bring back to herbivore to make it easier to, well, basically just to hunt herbivore, so I don't run out of energy so much. As you can see, I used half my energy on one run. Now, you guys are probably wondering what I'm going to be doing in terms of holding all of these, seeing as I can't bank, and I don't have a herb sack. And the way I'm going to approach this is I'm just going to, not every run, but I want to use this for the demonstration, but I will be coming over to the tool leprechaun, and I'll be noting up the herbs that I get. So basically I'll just have a whole chunk of herbs here, and that will allow me to do this for quite some time without having to restock anything. As for now, I'm going to be doing herbivore for a little while. I haven't quite decided how long I'm going to be doing this for or what level I'm aiming for. Probably, I don't know, maybe like a couple of hunter levels. It really depends on basically until I get bored. Hunter's one of my highest stats, so I'm not too worried about grinding it out massively right now. I will probably go on to working on some smithing or maybe rune crafting or something, trying to get all my levels around the same area. So that will probably be a bigger focus, but I wanted to get some herbivore done so that I had some herbs for herblore. So one other thing I wanted to mention about doing herbivore is that we do actually get these fossils, and these are really good because basically what I can do with these is I can hand them in for the museum, and I can get experience lamps for them, which I can then use on Slayer, which puts our Slayer even higher up. And also, conveniently enough, there is actually someone over here who I believe that I can store the fossils in. There we go. So I don't even have to worry about it taking up too much inventory space. Also, apologies for the next few clips and maybe this one if you can hear birds outside. That's because it's very hot here and I need to keep the window open, and they love to be noisy outside my window. So I've actually decided that while I'm doing herbivore, why not make the most of being on Fossil Island, and I'm actually going to go ahead and grab some teak logs. Actually, no, I think I can do mahoganies. Let's have a look and see. Mahoganies are 50. Okay, so we're going to grab 4 mahogany logs, and we're actually going to make some birdhouses, and basically do 3 birdhouse runs. And the reason it's only going to be 3 is because I only have 120 seeds, which is obviously 3 runs of birdhouses, but that's like 3 hours anyway, and I don't think I'll spend that much longer than that at herbivore anyway, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. But we are going to grab 4 mahogany logs, and we're going to do a quick birdhouse run, and I'll let you guys know what I get from the nests. It has just occurred to me that I don't have a hammer and chisel. I don't think I built the campsite either, so maybe this doesn't work. Never mind, apparently I did build the campsite. Crisis averted. So just finished up that birdhouse run, and we did actually get a willow and a maple seed. To be honest, I'd like to keep these, but then I'm also considering dropping them just for inventory space. I don't need the hammer and chisel, but this will only leave me with 6 spaces to do herbivore. I'll probably keep hold of them for a little bit. Oh, actually no, I can put the seeds back in there. I'm just being an idiot. Even still, it's only 7 spaces. I will probably continue with herbivore for a little bit, but if I find that it's hindering space too much, I might drop the willow seed, but we'll see how it goes. So, we just got a classroom quiz random. Right, so with this random event completed, we get our Book of Knowledge, and if we go ahead and put this onto Slayer, we now have 52 Slayer. Here we have 81 Hunter, and this is going to be herbivore number 100, which is where I'm actually going to stop herbivore for now. I feel like 100 is a nice round number to end off on, and we did get a hunter level from it, but we will be coming back to this later. It's one of the higher level stats, so I kind of want to level everything out alongside it rather than just grinding out the full 99 hunter, even though that's probably more efficient. Like I always say, I do not play this game to be efficient. I like to vary up what I do. It keeps me interested in the game. So what we're actually going to do is use up the last of these hammerstone seeds. We are going to go ahead and do a quick birdhouse run while we're on the island, and then we'll be heading off, and we're going to put all of this inside the looting bag. So back to the Baldy Ditch to put the stuff in the looting bag. We did get a U seed from the Birdhouse Run, which I'm going to add to the looting bag as well, and we also got a spirit seed, which I'm probably going to run over to the farming guild and trade that in. I think I can get like a seed pack for it or something, but we'll see what we can do with that. So we're going to add this into here as well as all of these herbs. I will eventually go through and do all of these, but over time I'm just going to stack these up. Whenever I do like herbivore or winter todd or stuff like that, I'll be adding all the herbs to the bag. Hopefully we are not running out of space. Oh, we are completely out of space. Great. Okay, so well, hopefully we won't need to add anything else to the bag. It looks alright for now. I think it's because I added some of the lower tier herbs that we didn't have before, like guams, marantils, taramins. Apparently we had snapdragons, they're the ones that I've been farming. But we are going to head over to the farming guild and hand this in and see what we can get from that. Alright, so we are here at the farming guild. Let's hand this spirit seed in to Jane and see what she will give me. We'll just hand the one seed and we'll get a seed pack. Let's see what we can get from this. Nothing too incredible. We did get 2 Hespori seeds, which is absolutely completely useless to us. We got some Irit seeds, which is pretty nice, and a Calentide seed. We can go and grow them. I'll probably grow some of them in this patch here while I'm here. Apple tree, Crandorian, get rid of them. We could probably go them. Wildbloods, Belladonna, and we'll get rid of the Hespori seeds. So we'll keep hold of these seeds and probably use them up over time, but for now I'm just going to be planting some in the patches here. So I was just doing my farm run and I was deciding to plant the snakegrass seeds around, but we got 71 farming and that unlocks absolutely nothing. So we finished up the farm run. We are going to smash these snapdragons into the looting bag, and I've also just considered that I've still got the 1100 Numulites left over from herbivore. What I think I'm actually going to do with these is head back to Fossil Island briefly, and I'm going to go to the house on the hill, because this will allow us to use these Numulites on the stone chests, and we'll have a chance of getting some of the Fossil Island notes. Now these are pretty useless, but they are on the collection log, so it will allow us to tick them off, and it gives us a small usage for Numulites, seeing as all of the other uses I'm not going to be using anyway. So rather than just dropping them and wasting them, we might as well make the most of them. So I believe the stone chests are just down this trapdoor, and to be honest I've done a little bit of research and apparently you can take damage from these. I don't know how much damage it is. I'm hoping it's not enough to kill me, but I'm going to take the risk anyway, because realistically it just means I'd have to get another looting bag. Slightly inconvenient, but not the end of the world. So we're going to just have a quick look at this. It should say that it needs 100 if I put 1 in. Okay, so let's add 100 Numulites, and there we go, we took damage. That was half my health. I might consider getting some food before carrying on. Okay, so we are back with some healing items, not quite food. I went over to Varrock and I decided just to steal some tea, as it was right near the east entrance anyway, and it didn't take me too out of my way. So we are going to go back to adding Numulites and see how well we can get with this. Okay, so we got our first scribbled note, And let's carry on. I'm going to try a different chest. I'm not sure if this matters or not, but I'm just going to move around a bit. Oh, there's another note. We'll move on to this one. And another note. I mean, I've still got 600 Nummulites. Well, we'll just use them all on this one. Does it actually matter which one you use it on? I mean, I have no other use for these anyway. It seems like it just wastes the Nummulites. I don't know, maybe I'm being completely stupid here, but I have no other use for these anyway. Oh, no, there we go, we've got some more notes. So we're going to drop the last of the 21 Nummulites, and we're going to actually go ahead and get the Fossil Island book back, and we're going to add all of these notes to it. So I believe I can just talk to this person, and I should be able to retain a book. There we go. And we can just add the notes to the book, and that's 4 notes unlocked. The awkward part of this is that I actually collected all of this tea, only to never take any more damage, so this was a complete waste of time. I could have just done it without the tea. But it's always good to be prepared to make sure that I don't die, so that's convenient. I'm pretty sure now if I drop this, it keeps all the pages in it. I'm almost certain about that, so I don't think we have to worry too much. But if we were to go ahead and look at the collection log, it should have 4 of the pages ticked off. Let's quickly grab another collection log and we'll have a quick look at the pages. Right, so here we have the Fossil Island notes pages. We are still missing 6 of them, but we did get 4. So in the future, when I collect up more Nummulites, I'll be dumping them into those chests to try and get the remaining 6 pages. But moving on from this, what I want to go ahead and do next is actually head back to the Camdozel Vault. And I know I've been there a few times, but I really want to get that body talisman, because every time I do clue scrolls, that clue keeps popping up, and it'd be really nice to get it out of the way. So we're going to grab a hammer, even though I know there's a spawn there, and as I'm grabbing this I realise it's pointless. Nonetheless, we're going to head over to the Camdozel mine, and we're going to collect up a whole bunch of shards, probably about 7.5k, so I can do like 10 runs maybe. I'm not sure right now, I'll probably get bored knowing me. But we're going to stack up for a whole bunch of runs, and once again we're going to try and get that body talisman. And here we have coming in 67 mining, while mining these shards, actually chipping away at mining levels here. It's pretty nice. And 53 smithing coming in. At this rate, I won't even need to go to Blast Furnace if I have to keep coming back here. Okay, so we are wrapping up just about 10,000 shards here. We are actually going to dump all of these into the forge, which gives us 10.4k. I have no idea. Oh, hang on, let me just add the last 9. For some reason I did 10k. I have no idea how many runs that is. It's probably like 14 or something, but hopefully we can manage to get a body talisman in this time. So we're going to do a few runs and I'll let you guys know how it goes. Okay, so we did manage to use up all of our shards and actually get a full inventory of lockboxes. Now to open these I'm going to have to drop a few items, so I think I'm just going to drop like these 3 or so. Apparently this is valuable. Oh well. Okay, so we are going to open up these lockboxes and hopefully we can get a body talisman. We've got, what is this, like 20? We've got 20 lockboxes here, and it is a 1 in 16, so we should be able to get one. Okay, guess we can't be lucky everywhere. We managed to get a mine talisman, but that's completely useless. The rest of the items are fairly useless. I don't know what I can do. I mean, I could just use up all the gems, which will actually get us a crafting level, I think, because I'm only 900 XP away. So yeah, I'm probably going to ditch a load of these items, and I guess we'll just move on. It's really unfortunate we did not get the body talisman. I will come back here again in the future to try and get it. I am determined to get that talisman just to get the tiara, and seems like we are well over the drop rate. Quiz random, and mystery box. Interesting. So I decided that with the silver bars we got, we'd get 67 crafting. So I made some tiaras, and there it is. Finally pushed it over to 67. We've been so close to getting this level for so long. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but it's kind of been bothering me. But I just really haven't felt like training crafting. So we're going to use up the rest of the silver bars, just because I have them. We'll make the most of the crafting XP, and then we'll move on. So I don't know if I've mentioned it in earlier clips, but I want to train my smithing. I really want to get this up a bit because it is one of the lowest stats on this account, not counting Slayer, and then you've got Runecraft on the side, which I will be training again soon anyway. But to do smithing, we are going to need money. So let's head up to the Clan Wars coffers and see how much money we've got in there. And by Clan Wars coffers, I mean LMS. Okay, so we are here at LMS. We can see at the top right we have 5.3 million in there. So let's open it up. Okay, so we've got 5.3 million. I am going to take out... I think I'm going to take out 1 mil. We will invest either 1 million into smithing or level 60, whichever one comes first. And that will conclude how much smithing I actually want to do. I don't want to spend too much money on it, but I do want to train it a little bit. In the future I will probably have some more money. Once I actually open up all these caskets, I will get quite a lot of coins. It's a few decent million. I didn't realise how much, but I did have a look, and if I get the average loot I will get a few million by the end of it. So we'll have some more coins then, and also in the future I can go back to thieving RD Knights if I really want to, or if I really need to, should I say. So we can get more money then, but for now this is the most I am willing to invest into this. Also, I wanted to extend a thank you to the person that mentioned about using the minecarts, because I've just used up my minigame teleport to get to LMS, so this would be the only way, realistically, that I can get back to Keldagrim. So I was going to make a full clip of how I do the blast furnace and stuff on this account, and then I realised that the level is actually 60 that it requires. I thought it was 50, but I've gone in there and I've now been told that it is 60, so I'm pretty stumped on what I should do here. I'm probably going to mess around with the blast furnace a bit and see where I can go with it, but you guys will see in the upcoming clips what I actually decide to do. So as you'll see in the background, I did come up with a method of training smithing. I ended up basically buying mithril ore from the trader as well as coal, and then I would use the blast furnace to smelt these into bars, as to which I would then run across to the other side of Keldagrim where there is an anvil inside the giant hall, and I would smith all of those bars into mithril medium helmets, and then I would run back and sell them to the other trader and repeat basically. And this is what I plan to do all the way till level 60 smithing, because once I hit 60 smithing I will be able to use the anvil inside of the blast furnace.
54 smithing, 55 smithing, 56 smithing, 57 smithing, 58 smithing.
So this could just be me being really stupid, but isn't there supposed to be a door here? I swear half the time I come through here and there's a door, and the other half of the time I come through here and there's not a door. This just confuses me. And now the door has just reappeared moments later. Like if you look at this, you'll see it's like 3 seconds. As soon as I ended the recording, the door reappeared. I don't understand.
59 smithing. And that is going to head off 60 smithing. We have finally finished this grind. I did have a few extra bars. I didn't mean to go over a bit, but with blast furnace I kind of lose track of what I have. So in the future with smithing at blast furnace I can use the anvil that's in there now. But for the time being, this is where I'm going to stop smithing. 60 is a nice round number, and we can move on from smithing for the time being. I'm actually heading back because I decided I want to use up the rest of these bars. There's no point keeping hold of them. I don't know why I didn't use them in the first place. But now that we have finished off 60 smithing, I think it's a good time to end this episode. As usual guys, thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please be sure to hit the like button, it really helps me out. If you want to see more content from me, click subscribe if you're not already. And lastly, if you didn't hear me say earlier, join the Discord, the link will be in the description. But before that said guys, I will see you on the next episode.